Hi, happy Sunday. So I'm going to get into my planning. This week is going to be a little bit different because my schedule has just been a little bit different, but I'm going with it and it's fine. So getting into my Hobonichi cousin for the monthly, that is all up to date. I ended up doing during last week's plan with me writing in I believe this was with my Pelican M400 with the Pelican Edelstein Moonstone. And then I tried out the Chosen Wedding ink in my TWSBI Student 1970s, and it took a bit to get going, but you can see how it started out really light because it does have a shimmer, so it got a little clogged up, and now it's writing a little bit darker. Going into February, I decided to change the ink color. I'll talk about that in a little bit, but that is up to date. And then I have my weekly. I didn't really have a moment yesterday to put some stickers in, so I'll try to do that today. And I will also finish up this information. And then looking forward to this next week. Let's see, what pen ink combination do I want to use? Let's go with, yeah, just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. So I do have a video coming out, scheduled to come out, I think next week with this pen, as well as another video scheduled to come out with this ink. So here's a little preview. But this is the TWSBI Eco Tea. Yes. Royal Jade. And Rose Gold. And it's inked up with Birmingham Pen Company. Petrified wood. So let's get this set up. So I talk a little bit about, I do track my weight. It's a little anal retentive. I get it. But because I track it the way that I do, I can start to figure out some patterns. And one of the patterns I'm going to be exploring is eliminating, I think I'm going to try to start with starch. So I have a hunch, and I had done an exclusion of starch almost a year and a half ago. So I have that point of comparison. But I need to figure out what's impacting my digestion right now, because my body's not comfortable. My joints are also sore, so something's causing inflammation. And I often say that I've been living my best gluten-free life recently and eating all the gluten-free things, but something that I'm consuming is causing inflammation. So I'm not only going to be thinking about how I physically feel, but I'm also going to be looking at the numbers of weight, because I do know where my body is based on my height and my bone structure and things like that. I know where my sweet spot is, and it's about 118. And so the fact that I've been closer to 123, I think I'm holding on to some fluids due to that inflammation, and my digestion's not not running well right now. Sorry, that might be TMI, but yeah, that's the good information that I get with this. All right, so let's check out the dailies. So for my dailies, on last Sunday, we made a fire. I made some chili, and it was my mom's last day visiting. Monday, my mom flew back home, and I went to work. It was a rough day at work. Then I had therapy in the evening. Tuesday was my son's birthday. We went out and did a hibachi dinner. And then, unplanned, I got my COVID booster on Wednesday morning. So I went over to a friend's house on Tuesday evening. My friend's cat passed, so I went over to do a puzzle with her and check in. And while I was at her house, she said, "Oh, I got my COVID booster this evening." And I said, "Oh, I've been procrastinating on that. I really want the Moderna." And so she got her phone out and helped me find a place actually right down the street from where I work. And they had an appointment the next day, so I went ahead and took it. So I got my COVID booster. It was a half-day PD for me, but I started to get really tired Wednesday afternoon. And so I took a sick day on Thursday. And then because I was homesick, I did a lot of work for Pay It Forward, and we created Super Bowl squares, and I did the formatting of a Google form to monitor that, and very pleased with how that turned out. And then Friday, it was an exceptionally frigid day, but I dropped my son off at school, which I don't typically do. That was a change in my routine. But I also had to pick him up because my husband, he had a very different day than typical on Friday. But made it through most of the work day. I did end up going home a little bit early and crawling back into bed. But and then I have not yet journaled Saturday because yesterday I did a ladies' night with a friend of mine. We do this a couple times a year. We get a cheap hotel room at an Econo Lodge. We found one that has a restaurant that's within walking distance, and so we went there. I also went to a running convention yesterday with my family, so I will journal about that today, as well as get today set up. And this 2-page spread will be in the TWSBI Glow Purple with Diamine Harmony from Inkvent 2021. So that is my Hobonichi cousin. And then getting into my day-to-day planner, my day free. So let's look at, let's see, what can I mark off? I can mark off that on Saturday I reviewed some articles. I did work on referrals both of those days. I started to work on incident reports. Let's see. Okay. And let's see. So this is the Noodler's Black Swan and Australian Roses. I did work out. I took a couple of days off of working out because I was drained due to the COVID booster, and then before that I just was tired. So see, I did not journal yesterday. I did memory keep. Oh, I did the 5-year that day. I did the 5-year. I forgot to take my Lexapro with me, so I do need to take that right after this. Let's see. And that's it. What did I do for a to-do list? So I packed articles, 5-year, picked up that, booked the hotel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Almost. Look at that. Now I'm a little nervous with this ink because, let me organize those differently. So I did some check marks here. Zoom it in just a bit. And look at all that smudging. And it was, I mean, it was minutes after completing. It's dry now, but I couldn't believe how much smudging there was. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that ink. Yeah, I was very worried about that. Okay. Oh, yep, and it wasn't fully dry, so it transferred over to there. All right, so then we have, let's set this up for today. So today I'm hoping to work out. I need to take my Lexapro. I'm gonna read some articles. I'm gonna write a letter of recommendation. I am going to schedule yearly, what is that called? Financial review. To meet with our financial advisor. I have to schedule a check-in with my dissertation chair. I gotta put together my weekly update for work. I have to do my weekly setup, which I'm doing right now. I have to upload my plan with me, which I can do right after this. I think I'm gonna pause there. Now, I like to have my weekly schedule on the left side of the page. So I'm actually going to flip and get that set up right here. So I'm going to write tasks. So if anything pops into my head while I'm getting this set up, I can easily jot it down. And I'm just looking at my calendar. All right. Monday the 6th. 8 o'clock. Have a meeting about the assistant director coverage. 9 o'clock, I have a learning walk. 10 o'clock, I have a tour. There we go. See, little things that pop up, writing them down. 12 o'clock, tour. All right, leave space in case anything comes up. Tuesday the 7th. My weekly referral review. Okay, so there's my Tuesday. Wednesday, my morning consult at 6:30. Yay. 8:30. I have a team meeting. Sorry, I just had to look at a detail on my calendar. So I now have a one-on-one with my boss. Oh, 11:45. Interesting start time. I have a potential staff interview. Thursday the 9th. So about every other week, I have a leadership meeting at our home office, which is half an hour away from where I work. So I have to build in travel time so that I don't get meetings scheduled when I need to be commuting. Oh, actually, see, again, I'm looking at the details. I don't need to build in travel time because apparently I am hosting this meeting. Huh, okay. So then in the afternoon, I have staff meeting. And then Friday the 10th, I have training. So I will be in training all day. Saturday, the 11th, and Sunday, the 12th, I believe is Super Bowl. And if that's the case, then we are going over to one of my husband's colleagues to watch the Super Bowl, and we'll bring our dog. They have 2 dogs, and the dogs will get to play. That'll be fun. All right. Now I'm going to switch pens because I realized that I need to go to my monthly and make sure that that is accurate. So 8, 9, 10, 12, yep. 8, 9, 11, that got canceled. 6:30, my son has an early release at school, but he's being covered at extended day. 10:30, 11:45 is a team meeting. 1 o'clock interview. Okay. 9 o'clock will not be in Natick. Leadership. Good. That tour got canceled. And safety care. Wonderful. Okay. And that is going to go right here. And I think that is it. I need to do my journaling from yesterday. All right, so I'm gonna take my anxiety medication. I'm gonna make myself a cup of coffee, and I'm gonna get started on these things while this video is uploaded. Thank you for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful, productive week, and I look forward to my next plan with me. Bye.